What's up, guys? Your girl Abby. Welcome to another episode of Talking Tease with Abby. I mean, I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back and better. Back and better. And today I'm with this one right here. You guys know her.
Yes! You better know me!
From Monty.
Oh yeah, my name is Kenny from Vikaki.
And so today we're going to be talking about toxic relationship slash
situationship slash datingship.
I swear. You could be, because it's possible to be in a toxic relationship, datingship,
situationship.
Kenny brought up the whole situationship because you be in hella situationships, okay?
I don't know.
But yeah, so we're gonna be talking about like, you know, being in a toxic relationship or you know, dating somebody who's, you know, toxic pretty much.
Yeah.
Alright, so like, first thing that I have down is like, when you're in a toxic relationship, like you've been with somebody, you start feeling drained. It's like feeling drained as in like you're tired really about the whole relationship. It's like all your conversations are draining.
Right.
Like all you guys do is just argue. It's like you wake up and you're like, oh yeah, like, you know, that excitement that used to be there is like gone.
But you know, so like, I don't know. Like, I feel like there must be like something that would lead to, you know, those conversations, or like
Honestly,
stuff making you argue all the time.
I mean, some people are just
Toxic.
yeah, some people are just toxic. Really, no, honestly, I've been in a toxic relationship before, and this person, he was so toxic, and it was really bad. And I just feel like he made everything about himself. You know, it was so bad, and I think it was from his past situation.
True.
And like, he's been, for example, right? He would say stuff like, "Oh, I don't trust girls because, you know, I've been in a situation where I was with a girl, her boyfriend was calling, and she lied to her boyfriend."
Wait. A boyfriend. So what was he?
You're right, Timon.
Oh!
He was a side nigga, you know?
Oh! So why is he complaining though?
So like, you know, he was like, also like, you know, I've been there, she was lying to her boyfriend, but the whole time she was with me. And blah. So that just really not making me trust her.
It's kind of like scared of something similar with that.
Right. So like, I'm like, why do I have to suffer for you, what you've done in your past? You know. So like, stuff like that is really toxic when you're coming into a new relationship with that mentality. There's no way it's not gonna affect your relationship.
True.
You know. Like,
yeah, that's true.
So that's how like, you know, it started. And then like it got super like toxic real quick, and then like,
but
there was constant judgment. You know what I'm saying?
I feel what you're talking about, from your point, and then like from his point, you know, like some past relationship can literally make or destroy you. Like pretty much in his own situation. It doesn't have the right to be talking because it was a side nigga.
It ain't my problem. Like, so, you chose to do your part. Like, don't bring it to our relationship.
That's true. But talking from my experience, I've not been in a relationship. Well, I've not been in a relationship where I would say I don't trust the person I'm with. But I've been in a situationship where I don't trust the person.
See, when I was telling you guys, like, queen of situationship,
no more. I left that in 2018.
That's what they say. Kenny, like, queen of situationship, right here.
Anyways, like I was saying, like, you know, some of your exes would kind of make you paranoid when you're going through a new relationship because of what they've done and what you see them do. So it's like that also can kind of make you being judgmental all the time in your new relationship, but I still feel like that shouldn't make you become that toxic person, because, you know, you went through something like that. So
absolutely. And I feel like it's a choice. Like now, like, you know, being in a relationship where, you know, your partner was toxic. I feel like before you, because sometimes it with your head, it really does. But I feel like before you choose to move on to another relationship, you need to settle that and heal from whatever
that's true.
That was.
That's a good
But
point.
a lot of people don't do that.
That's
a lot
a
of
good
people
point.
don't. Like, I have been in toxic relationships. Like my ex, toxic AF. Like, no, like toxic as honestly. And I've been like, and sometimes when you're in a toxic relationship and things are not getting better, the best thing to do is leave.
Oh,
leave.
Run.
Like, leave.
Don't even leave. Just run.
Run.
Don't walk.
I mean, it sounds easy to be honest, but sometimes it's not easy because like things don't always start off as being toxic.
True, but then you can always see some red flags. Though.
True.
But some of us, like, we always decide to like ignore those red flags because of you're really like you're really calling that person jet. Like, let me give you an example of like a relationship that is gonna end up being toxic. Like, if you're seeing somebody or you're dating somebody, you know, people like have like different people mix they like kind of mismatch dating with relationship. Being in a relationship. Like when you're dating somebody, it's different from being in a relationship. Relationship already made it official.
Right, dating.
Like, you're just saying, you're trying to figure out if it's gonna work.
You're talking.
You're doing things together.
I think dating is a talking phase.
People don't do that. People start talking and boom, relationship. And then like they like start seeing things. They're like, oh, I didn't know you does this. I didn't know she does that.
Right.
But like when you date, and an example of when you're dating somebody and it's gonna probably end up being toxic is when the person is saying, oh, let's see where it's gonna end. Let's see where we're gonna end up being. Let's see if we're gonna end up dating.
See?
Or let's see, or if the person still keep talking about their exes when they're dating you, that's a big red flag.
Yeah.
Like that person is not done. Yeah. That person's not done in enough. So you don't even try. This guy is a bastard.
Let them know.
Don't even go. Run. Walk your way, right? Like don't even they're not done. Like they're still dealing with things. And that's gonna affect you.
100%. Okay. So like, you know, I was in a situation where like, you know, I was with somebody who only like they never used to think about how their actions affected, you know, me.
Just them.
Yeah, it was like, and that's why like people just listen to respond, not actually to digest what you're saying or actually, hey, let me put myself in this person's shoe and that. So that's super toxic as well. Another thing I feel is like one of the most important things in a relationship is trust. And when there is no trust, that right there, toxic, okay? That's like super toxic.
Because you're questioning everything.
Everything
they do. Oh, where you are? Why didn't you pick up my call? Why didn't you text me back when I texted you?
And that's really toxic. Yes. Lack of communication.
Oh!
That is a problem.
That should have been the first one.
I know. That's like a serious problem because communication is everything. You know, it will fix like things that, you know, need to be fixed. Like if you do not communicate, how am I supposed to know you're feeling a certain kind of way? You know, if you do not communicate, I'm not a witch. I can't read your mind.
And some people won't say nothing.
It's like communicate with your partner. It's so important.
Like it could be the littlest thing.
Right.
So little, but it's causing this big problem because you didn't say, oh, I'm going to be going somewhere at 3 or something. And then...
To be honest with you, that was something I really sucked at. I'm not going to lie. I would just go out and be like, hey, I'm doing this. And then, why didn't you... No, I don't have to tell you, but where I'm going or what I'm doing, you're not my husband or whatever. But I just feel like out of respect for your partner, honestly, and to like avoid any lack of trust.
Right. That's a big problem.
Yeah, it is. It's really good. It's not like this person is controlling. Just to avoid like lack of trust or anything, it's good to communicate.
Communication is a big part. Like a big But I'm telling you, like, you just have to let the person, like, it doesn't mean that they're controlling you or anything.
Of course.
It's just for you to avoid problems.
A lot of things.
And then for your relationship to go smoothly, because if you say, oh, I'm going to be going somewhere like at 5, you don't need to say, oh, this is where I'm going to. But as long as you say at 5, because the person might be calling you at 5,
Yeah.
and then they're like, oh, why are you not picking up? You didn't tell me you were
going anywhere.
Because they start thinking like, oh, what is she doing? What is, you know,
everything's
right.
And that's something I never used to think of. I was like, oh well, as long as I tell you that I do it or I did it, it doesn't matter. And it does. Like, the older I got, and I actually learned you know, a lot of people say, oh, this person wasting my time. I feel like you learn from every relationship, even if it does not end up.
It's not a waste of time.
It's not a waste of time. Like, you just learn. And that was something I picked up from my most toxic relationship. Communicating is super important.
It's good that you learn something from your past. Some people don't learn.
Communicate. And the funny thing is, even like, when, you know, I'm out there doing the most innocent things, but because I did not communicate, it kind of looks like I'm doing something shit. I mean, you know, toxic relationship can really, you know, up your head mentally. And if you're in one and you've tried to like fix it, sometimes some relationship cannot be fixed. You know,
that's why our generation getting married.
It cannot be fixed. Let's be honest, because sometimes I feel like, you know, it's hard to walk away from toxic relationships because you want things to go back to, you know, how it was before it got to that point, and that's why you keep staying, keep trying.
You keep thinking,
but sometimes it just can never, you know. And if it's toxic, it would be super hard, you know. But you just have to make up your mind and say, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm better than this. Walk away.
Right.
You know, it's not worth it. There are other people out there who's willing to, you know.
It's a lot of people. I'm telling you, it's a lot.
Is it?
It's a lot. You just need to go to that place.
Is it?
I mean, I'm just saying.
And you, that's what I was about to say. But yeah, guys,
I know, like the right person's out there for me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I do know that.
Yeah, there's the right person out there for everybody. You know, just gotta go out there and look. Sometimes,
and don't settle. Do not settle, guys. Don't settle.
It's when you're not looking.
That's when it comes.
So don't look.
Just.
Okay, but don't come, look.
No, outfit to go. But if you say don't look, that does not mean you sit down in your living room.
Alright,
and don't go out. If your friend say, oh, you want to come and say, I don't feel like going, I want to sleep.
I want to stay at home. Because my boo will walk in the door.
You
say, I mean, yes, stop reading my mind.
The mailman will come, that's your boo.
Stop reading my mind. The mailman, accept your boo, the mailman there.
Yeah, you can sit at the house. I don't look.
I'm just done with you. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any contributions or have anything to add, leave your comment.
Yes, leave your comment in the comment section. Let us know what you think. Let's know, be sincere. Let's know if you are one of those people that we mentioned that are doing those things that are toxic. Let's know.
I mean, you know, we're still on everything. But guys, thank you. Subscribe. Thanks for tuning in.
Like, comment, subscribe, you know.
Everything, and share.